Stop! Police!
Oh, shit.
We have a multiple 600 in progress for most of each. Subject is 25 and appears to have shit his pants.
Get back here!
Hey, what's up? This is Community Service with Craig Conant. That's me.
All right. What's up, mother stinkers? Oh, no. I got a fart. I just farted. It stinks. Hey. All right. Today. Wait. Not that part yet. This is a hell of a start. I'd like to thank the new Patreon members. My Patreon now is officially at my rent money. So fucking God bless you. New Patreon members Sandy Cheeks, Lindsay Hoffman, Josie Marcelino, Layla Halbert upgraded hers. Hell yeah. Thank you, Layla. Adam. Sorry, the ones with the last names throw me off because I'm just like, Adam what? Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Adam, Layla, Josie, Lindsay, Sandy. God bless your soul. I'm making it. And today's guest is motherfucking Trevor Wallace. I'm sure most of y'all know with him. That fool is viral as fuck. That fool accumulated like over 1 billion hits on the internet. Hey kids, you want to learn how to hustle? Maybe you're not a sketch, but put your shit out there on the internet. This motherfucker, I met him at a Marie Callender's. Not just dining. We're doing a show at a Marie Callender's. And now he has 1 billion views on the internet and is blowing up and is going to be rich. And he's a good guy, good comic. And he's our guest today, coming up right now. All right, we've been rolling, bro. That's how I do it, dude.
Hell yeah.
No edits.
No edits.
Fuck.
Roll on.
I got stuck on the umbrella there. It's always funny, too, because everybody is always like, all right, like, what's in there? And I'm like, flannel. Like, this is it, you know? This is the studio.
Yeah, I like it. I wish I had a dedicated flannel. I'm trying to get my flannel game up. I feel like if you can rock a flannel, you can rock... like, when you look good in a flannel, you look great in a flannel. There's no in between. It's like either you can pull it off or you can't.
Well, my dad and my uncles have just been wearing Pendletons.
I don't even know what that is. That's how unmasculine I am.
Get out. No,
I have a Volcom flannel I've had since like 9th grade.
No, that's fantastic. Volcom, I got some Volcoms. But Pendleton is like that's the best shit ever,
that's
bro.
Good. Dude, it tastes like those little, the candies.
Dude,
the sour.
So good.
Sour punch strips?
Oh, God. I love that chemical candy shit.
Chemical candy, baby.
Fucking cancer, high fructose. Here I
sounds
come.
It sounds like a band. Chemical candy.
Chemical candy. I used to tell girls I was in a band called La Migra. That's the old word for ice.
Oh, like immigration, right?
Yeah.
And they're like, that's so cool.
It's like,
where's your next tour? You're like, all over the world.
I love it. Straight to Mexico. No, but Pendleton is like every Mexican, like if they're going to a funeral or a wedding, they'll put on a Pendleton. That's the nice shit.
Oh,
I'll show you one.
Could you wear the same one to Easter? Or is it like always associated with sad stuff?
No, you could do if you start quinceañera.
Quinceañera, bro. That's 15, right?
Yeah.
Quinceañeras must pop off.
How old is bar mitzvah?
13.
Are you Jewish?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, you see it.
I went to
that beak poking out.
I got a big nose too, but I'm not Jewish. I found out my uncle did a DNA test. Did I say that right? And
I think so. How do you do the way you said it? Made it seem like it was homemade. He's like, lick this notepad.
Lick that spiral cord. I was trying to say spiral bound, and anyways,
it works.
I got up early today. This is gonna be a weird one, bro.
Hell yeah! All right, so your uncle got a DNA test.
Sephardic Jew. I used to say
that sounds
cathartic
fancy.
Jew.
Cathartic,
I'm the brown Jew, baby. I am Jewish. I guess it is in your blood. Anyways.
Wait, so are you or not?
I am a little bit, but we found out like 6 months ago. Like we didn't, we're raised Catholic and shit. But
I don't really look Jewish, but that's because my dad isn't. My dad was Christian, but he doesn't have the overall like hairy traits. He's like got like zero hair. So
okay, that's good then.
It's kind of cool.
That's a woolly mammoth, man.
Yeah,
get out of
here. He got chest hair in 7th grade.
These arms,
weird.
bro. We ain't got no hair.
Oh yeah, baby hair.
Hair.
Yeah, I could probably do half of that. I could probably grow that.
I didn't grow facial hair till like 25, 26.
Okay, I'm 27, so
yeah.
I can maybe do
Your
that.
nuts will drop soon. Don't worry,
I'm
bro.
excited for that day. I might post on my Facebook wall or something. My nuts just dropped.
My nuts be
I
dropping.
haven't talked on there in like 10 years, but yo, my nuts just dropped.
Dude, I've been waking up early,
Mm-hmm.
only 2 days a week. It was supposed to be 3. I didn't make it. I paid a personal trainer. I got fat during quarantine, skinny fat, you know.
Yeah.
And I had to go because I can't work out on my own. I have to have somebody yell at me.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, who can just work out? What are you?
Well, it's also
Okay, Joe
I find
Rogan.
right. I find myself taking too many. Like, I'll be like, oh, I'm gonna do 10 of these, and then on rep number 8, I'm like, I don't need to do 2
Yeah,
more.
who cares?
Who's counting?
Who's it? Van Damme ain't in the room.
Who's the
I'm
fucking
out.
IRS? I don't have to report this shit. I'm gonna just not do it.
I'm accountable myself. I won't even do them. I'll just
But-
tell myself I
But
did.
personal trainers, they count to like 10, and they'll be like, give me one more.
And you're like,
talk
"Push."
dirty to
I'm
me.
like, oh.
Fuck. When they give you that one more, you're like, damn, I'm a little turned on right now.
Yeah.
Give me that one more.
Okay, a doggo.
Right? You be grunting. I feel
One more
like
for
Danny
you.
Trejo out there, you know, just being buff. I own taco shops and
He's
shit.
the man. Donuts too.
He's got everything.
That
I just
guy
ate at his
was a-
restaurant the other day. I mean, like, you just capitalized.
Is it
And
good? I won't go.
it-
Fuck that for.
It's good. I mean, I think there's like some spots in LA that are like more not as like out there. You know, they're kind of more like low key spots.
I haven't been because there's always a line around the
Yeah.
donut shop. I really want to try his donuts. You know, he's like crazy sober, like 30 years or some shit. That's how he got into acting. He has the best story over.
Oh, I heard. Doesn't he have a
He
great
was
one?
a fucking junkie, and I think he even went to prison, and then he got sober, and then he went to a film set to be there for somebody else that was struggling with sobriety because he had like a year or 2 or whatever. I'm gonna fuck up his story, but
and
this
then he
is-
just took the role, and he's like,
And
I'm
then-
sober. Get this alcoholic off the set.
yeah, and then he punched him, shot him with heroin, and took
Yeah.
his job. No,
Dude, it's really neat when like actors have those random success stories. Him, Chris Pratt, also Chris
Yeah.
Pratt. You know Chris Pratt's?
he was a veterinarian.
No, he was living in Hawaii. He was essentially like a beach bum, and he was a waiter or like a server at a restaurant. And some casting director like saw him and was like, "I want to give you a shot in I think Parks and Rec. I think." And like, "Oh, we like your look." And then he came out, and now he's just Chris Pratt. I mean, there's
Whoa.
more steps than that.
Jurassic. Nope, that's it.
That's it.
that's
yeah.
it. Straight
no
to
improv
J World,
classes,
man.
no fucking headshot. Just gave him these wrote his number on their seat, and then boom, Hollywood Hills.
I used to ring up this guy at Trader Joe's that was his personal trainer. I
Oh,
won't say
his
name.
personal trainer?
David. He comes in every day in the yoga pants. He's always snacking on.
I think a
green
lot
shit.
of people wear
Anyway,
yoga pants there.
That motherfucker said, I was like, "Who's the assholes? Who?" And he gave me some names, and then he said,
Oh, I
"Who's
love that
the
little gossip.
Who's the kind best dudes?" He said, Chris Pratt is the best dude
Really?
and the nicest dude. And he's like, he's hard to work with, or he loves to eat. He said-
That's
yeah.
funny.
He said he's a genuine, really cool dude, but he's like sneaking in little bites of Snickers. You know, he's like, don't do that because
Okay.
he was trying to get him into rip shape for Jurassic Park.
Yeah, that's interesting. With how good technology is now, I feel like you don't even have to work out. Like, you can just Photoshop some abs on me, right?
No.
Green screen some abs.
You may
Green screen a bigger dick on me. CGI this cock, you know?
I got a big dick. No, I got a
That's the episode of, that's what this podcast
that's
called.
what it's
I got
called.
a
Big dick.
right?
Big dicks on a couch.
Big dicks on the couch. In a cat.
Yeah, that's where it's going though. That's fucked up.
I mean, dude, you can
Deep fake my body on. Just
Yeah.
deep fake my body on.
Dude, you shouldn't even have to leave your apartment to do an action movie.
I want to leave. Have you seen the square footage?
What realistically, how many square feet is this? 14?
We did the math. What is this?
Or we get 280.
280.
That's generous. 280 feels like a tight 220.
280, but you know, football fields are like, you know, 100, so
Those are yards, bro.
yeah, but you don't have to tell people that.
Yeah.
You're trying to impress somebody, be like, oh yeah, it's, you know, a couple football fields. Yeah, but is your rent, is it like rent controlled, or
Oh,
you
it's
pay
the
out the
cheapest
house?
shit in the world, bro.
Are you allowed to say, like, you say how much?
780,
You pay
750.
780.
Ooh, that's how I make it. That's how I bought you this high class
Oh,
soda
fuck.
with real sugar.
Dude, yeah, that's the move right now. Because I've been looking at apartments. That shit is honestly cheaper to get a 2-bedroom than it is to get a 1-bedroom.
It doesn't make sense.
No,
It
it's like
doesn't make
backwards.
sense.
It's cheaper to get a mansion out
Why
here.
don't you do that and make one bedroom your office podcast studio?
Yeah, that's the idea.
Dude, you're fucking rich, bro. Not yet, but very close.
Well, I mean, I'd have
That's
the
amazing.
I'd have the podcast pay for the other room. You know.
Yeah.
Shout out our Patreon listeners.
No, I didn't mean to put you on blast.
Yeah,
It
Stiff
makes me
Socks is my podcast.
Yeah,
Check it
yeah.
out. Yeah.
You make me happy. You
Oh,
inspire
thanks,
me,
man.
bro. I met you at a Marie Callender's,
Dude,
dog.
yeah, so that's the background of this. That was probably like 2015. You were opening for Eric Myers at the time.
Yeah, and then he
2016?
disappeared, and then we
Well,
he
I remember.
hosted, I featured, and then a 90-year-old guy headlined.
Yeah, well, because well, I mean, that makes perfect sense at a Marie Callender's, but I remember because it was, so I was hosting every week. I hosted a show in the back of Marie Callender's because the dude who owned a different comedy club, which was way better, was like, you can host here and then do spots in my place.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck yeah.
Yeah, you
So-
a hustler, baby.
Yeah, it was Friday, Saturday night. You do your 10 minutes and you make like $200 a night. And as like an open micer, that's great. you
Yeah.
know? So I was doing that, and then I saw Eric Myers was coming. I was pumped because I was like, this guy's fucking
Oh,
hilarious.
he's
yeah?
so funny.
And then,
Oh my god.
and then it was like, you're rolling with. And I remember you show up, and then I think you're like, I don't know where the fuck Eric is.
He's in the bushes, man.
Yeah.
He's bushwhacking
And
it
then
again.
the dude who runs that club, the other club, he's old. He's a veteran. So he just had one of his homies last second drive down
Yeah.
in like sweatpants. And then
How old was that dude?
he
really?
was old.
He was like 82.
That might have been his
78.
last show ever. He's
I
like,
think so. I never saw him again.
no, I think he got his cheesecake and then just fucking left because you got paid at Marie Callender's.
In a pie.
In a
You
pie.
were very kind to me. That's all I remember. You're like, yo, dude, you get chicken tenders and a pie. And I was like, oh, that's fantastic.
Yeah, is he trying to fuck right now?
And I
But,
remember
yeah.
you were wearing a Richard Pryor shirt, and I said, "Where'd you get that?"
Oh wow, I
and you
was.
said Amazon, because I got that. Look at that. I got that.
Oh
that.
yeah, it was the live on Sunset shirt. Yeah,
Yeah,
holy
it's a
shit, I
good
can't.
shirt.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember. Oh wow, I remember that wearing
And
that
then I
shirt.
never saw you again, and then all of a sudden I saw you on the internet.
Yeah,
and
I
you're
was
blowing up.
pretty much just like I was doing.
You're a
like,
Ventura boy.
yeah, I was doing just spots in like Ventura and then like whatever. I just found my mics I liked in LA, and that was every Friday and Saturday. So I kind of just spent my weekends there. It was sad. It wasn't fun.
It was awful.
terrible.
It was. I hated you for a while after that because you just reminded me of pain.
Dude, I mean that gig, like, you know how many bits probably went there to die was
Holy shit,
insane.
that
You're like,
was
this
rough.
is a fresh bit.
For
And then,
those of you that
I remember you were talking about getting peed on, or
I
you
did?
were peeing on people.
no shark cum.
Yes, that one. And
It was
these
a good
people,
bit.
it's a great bit. It's a great bit.
They didn't know. They were like, I'm eating dinner, sir.
But it's like the
Please.
audience there. Picture Marie Callender's put a fucking shitty stage. Like the stage was a crate from where
Yeah.
the groceries get dropped off.
You spent more time there. I did 1 week.
It was terrible. I
Guys,
was there for 2 years.
That's dope though. That's what builds you. Like,
Oh, yeah.
I respect the hustle so much.
Yeah.
I tell people about you, not that you need it, but like I just mean the hustle. So like Marie Callender's the fucking, he's selling shows out. Like that's it,
Yeah.
man.
I know, that's what's interesting because I was doing videos at the time of Marie Callender's, and then they started to take off. And I remember these one kids came to a Marie Callender's not to go to the show, heaven forbid. They went to eat, and this guy's like, "Yo, do you do the fucking thing?" And,
Yeah.
and then I just lied, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm not. There's no. I was just
Yeah, you're like, no.
No
don't,
show,
don't
no
go to
show,
that
no.
show. Don't go to
No,
that
no,
show.
no.
You don't
And
want to
then
see.
Right
Do you
next to
like
me, is
me?
like
Don't
this
go in that
big
room.
piece of paper printed as like headlining now, 98-year-old. And I was like, yeah, I don't know what it is.
You guys, I can't. It was a show at a Marie Callender's, dude.
But like not even like in the back room, they had a little curtain.
in the back banquet hall, little wooden booths in the corner, and there was
Yeah.
like chairs nearby, but nobody sat there. They all sat on the outskirts.
Yeah, the outskirts, and that way the booths, two people would be facing away from the stage. And I remember telling people like, you won't be able to see me. They're like, yeah, we're totally okay with that.
Yeah, we're fine.
Yeah, we're here for a fucking
2
rhubarb
years
par.
of that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
did the same thing, but I used to run sound at a taco shop for stage time.
Oh, what
It
shop?
was good. It was Malo Cantina in Silver Lake. It shut down.
Okay.
And
That shit you'll do for stage time in the beginning is like,
I fucking ran sound at a wedding behind a corn dog deep fryer for stage time.
yo, I mean,
People
that's
would say
dedication.
like, "What do you got? Anything, everything,
Yeah.
all the things."
Those were my like putting in the work hours right there. you
Yeah.
know? So it's hard to look at what the shit I do now and be like, man, he doesn't deserve. I mean, who knows whether I deserve what?
No, I was
but,
actually gonna ask that. You probably got a lot of haters, right?
I would imagine. I mean,
That's fucked up because
it's more
nobody.
so just like people who don't know like that I've been doing stand up since I was like 17 and like all
yeah,
that.
anybody. Fucking haters. I hate it.
But
you
what
look at
I-
this
yeah.
shit as an example of what to do, not like. Them motherfuckers performing the apple pie for 5 years, motherfuckers. Like, you
mean, 'cause
think
people
you
only
think it
hear
just
about
happens?
you. Yeah, they hear about you when they hear about you. Because it comes in like waves. They'll be like, oh, he did that video. Now he's selling out that show. They don't see the years behind it.
No, yeah. I don't hang out with too many haters, but I was gonna say when your name comes up, I never there's always a couple bitter beer faces.
Yeah, I mean,
But that wasn't rampant. That was like I could hardly remember that. It's usually kind, good words.
I mean, I try to be very respectful to that comedy community because I know like where everybody comes from and how hard everybody works for even just getting like a fucking 5-minute set on a Friday night at West Side. You know, like little things. I try not to like step on people's toes and be respectful and not have any beef because like that community is like kind of just where you start up from. It's like that's just kind of what happens. I mean, anybody that gets successful
anybody that
like,
rises quickly, they're gonna get a little shit. But that's just bitter beer faces, man. Fuck them. They need to look and be like, oh, I need to make sketches. But then I was like, I'm not a sketch guy. You kidding me? I'd be like, rah rah rah.
Yeah, but you found your lane. And,
I just talk about farts and.
There you go. But dude, you found your lane.
Yeah,
nobody can look at you and be like, "Oh, he took so and so's act." You're like, nobody has.
Who's doing shark cum bits about him and his sister, huh?
That's
Why'd
what
I
I'm
turn
saying.
Southern there? I don't even know.
That's what I'm saying. But yeah, I'm just trying to copy some of the trail that some of these bigger guys have done. It's like you do the video shit while doing stand up. You kind of both ways and use it to your advantage for just multiple eyes.
That's it, bro. It's lessons, man.
Lessons in the game.
It's fucking lessons. I look at your shit all the time. I look at everybody's shit all the time. I was like, all right, well, like, and I just copy it verbatim. No, I just look. It's just learning. You're like, all right, this fool does this. This fool does this. This fool does this, and then you make it your own. Of course, I'm not gonna, I'm not a Hufflepuff guy. Oh, that was Audrey. Audrey started doing the sketches. She copied her.
I mean, it's
Audrey Stewart's our dear friend, and she's the best. She is fucking so dope. My agent hit me up for a show, and I pitched me and her. And then he never called us back.
Oh, really? You sent like her tape, and then he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna go in a different direction.
Yeah,
we're doing this with toddlers now.
We're gonna drop you." Yeah, we can't have 2 Gargamels on there. Gargamel. I was talking about growlers, but it's
Growlers, gargoyles.
I just meant like both of us. She's like the female. I'm like rah rah, and she's like rah rah.
She is.
We're
I remember
both
one
rah,
time
rah.
I was looking at her. We did a show together. And I was looking at her notebook, and she like writes out her like like her like yells. It'll be like it'll be like writing and then I'm like, that's crazy. You like that like beat by beat, word for word.
Yeah.
Panic attack. Throw a mic stand. Threaten a guy with a mic.
Dude, if you saw my set list, it's literally shark cum, cousin's vagina, spray pissing. Like, it's just 2 words, and it's the most weird.
Everybody's set
trees.
list should put you in jail.
Yeah, and
like if that fell out of a pocket on a subway, I'd be like, don't look at that. Just keep walking.
I was doing a show in the Belly Room, and I think I talked about with Trey Stewart, but he was emceeing the show, and he looked at my set list, and he looked at me, and I was like, "It's all I got, man. Like, what do you want
It
from
makes
me, bro?"
sense on stage, and then you open up with it. So shark comes crazy, huh?
We just laugh, dude. We just laugh.
Everybody's set list is absolutely insane.
Oh,
It'd be weird if it was like super normal. It'd be like Skittles, potatoes,
Yeah.
Teddy Grahams.
Mr. Cat. Oh, look at that. He's all snuggled up.
You don't find too many cat people out in the city.
You seem like a cat lady.
I like cats.
You a cat lady?
Cat lady? Oh, I'll take. I like cats because they just fucking do their own thing, dude. They're just like the real life goldfish. They just they just do their thing. You don't have to worry about it.
This guy just fucking runs the streets, sleeps all day. He's fixed though, so he ain't knocking anybody up. I ain't paying for that.
Pregnant,
you know what I mean?
Which is great. But you could leave for the road for like what?
3
4
days.
3-4 days.
They could I get a cat sitter. I can't do that to Mr. Cat, but I think cats go up to what, 5 days?
You just need enough food and water.
Yeah, if you got a food dispenser and obviously a water dispenser and a food you can't just leave them to turn on the faucet. Just little cat paws and.
I mean, you could probably get some little thing going through the window, and then like every day, your neighbor just like opens up a quick thing of food.
Yeah, a little ladder, a little cat door.
Shoots out, you know.
Yeah,
they're
the shit. They're good, man. I was never a cat lady until this fool. He walked into my life.
You found him on the street?
He literally walked to my door and went like this. I'm not even kidding.
Really?
I got video of it. He pounced, he knocked, kitty knocked, and he went like this on my screen door, and I just was like, all right, guy, and then he wouldn't leave. He slept in the bushes for 3-5 days.
Damn, that's
and I
hard
started
to get.
letting him in, and then I stole him from a lady down the block.
So this was somebody's beforehand, or you don't know?
Yeah, I returned him. I came by him honest.
Oh, and you're like, hey, this is your cat, but I'm
It's the
keeping
only
him.
sketch I've ever done. You haven't watched it? No. I'm just
Oh,
kidding.
fuck.
I'm
So wait, did
kidding,
it have
bro.
like a tag on it? On like
Yeah, I kept him for a week, and then everyone was like, "Yo, take him to the vet, take him to the vet." And then I took him to the vet, and he had a fucking chip. And then I was on
had a
my
chip?
he had a chip, you know. And then they
Oh,
find his
fuck.
home.
So he's working for the government.
yeah, he's chip, man.
So he's part of that whole birds
Mark
are real.
of the beast, dude. They got us, bro. They're listening to us through our pussycats.
100%. So wait, the
What?
chip was like GPS?
Yeah, and
So-
then they contacted the owner, which was just like a block up.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense.
And then I went on my story. I was like, "You fucking asshole! Now I fell in love with them. Now you tell me to take him to the vet. Now I gotta take him
Oh,
back."
fuck.
And I took him back, and I was like, "Yo, I love this cat. You gotta give him to me." And they're like, "Give us a week," and then they gave him to me. But
What
I
did
didn't
they do
know.
for that week?
Just gave him some hugs,
Oh, the family?
goodbye hugs. Yeah, I asked the little
Damn,
girl.
Probably put a fucking GoPro in its ass to monitor your life.
Oh,
Dude, I
that's
know
why he's wearing a bow tie.
I feel like there's an easier solution than putting a chip in an animal. Like
Yeah.
on the neck, you put a little tile tag.
You would think, but
They're just like,
he's lost to what was that?
I don't know.
I just heard a fart noise.
There
and
it
I
is.
was like, there it is. I was like, huh?
Huh?
He lost 2 collars. Yeah, you gotta. You know, I'm so anti-chipping human beings, but I was like, you could chip my cat.
Oh, yeah. Very chippable feline over here.
I don't want to get chipped.
You do or you don't?
No,
Yeah, I don't think it's good.
we're
at all.
already chipped.
Probably. I mean, our phones.
Yeah.
It's like the closest like thing, anything.
People are like, I want privacy, and then anything ever, they're just like, accept terms of agreement and read
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean,
nothing.
people will put that sticker over their laptop camera. Do you do that? You got
No, they
you
can
don't.
watch, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But they put the sticker over that, then they accept every terms and conditioning ever. It's like the sticker doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Now you just can't see yourself on the little iMac photo booth with the
Yeah, they
fish
just
behind it. That's it.
Read everything you ever wrote. See your search history.
Yeah.
I hate it. If you got nothing to hide, it's whatever. But it's still like, it's gross. Like, privacy, please. I'm trying to whack it.
It's more so privacy is just like you don't want like the type of porn you watch.
Anything.
Anything.
Like, you know, you could be watching Grape Ladies Falls and looking at succulents and then want to see BBC, you know?
Yeah, you can't be typing in like the ingredients to Doritos and then jerking off next door. And then people are like, what is the guy trying to do?
It's
Take
like,
over.
Hey,
like,
man, it was a dark Tuesday, okay?
I feel that. I've had those days where you're just like, what is happening? How did I get
Yeah.
here?
I reduced on the porn. I hardly ever watch it now.
Really?
Yeah.
So what makes you break? What makes you
Just if I'm feeling dirty. I'm
a little
like,
freaky?
Ooh, let's
The
go.
cat's out on a walk and you got the place to yourself, you
Yeah.
know?
Let's go watch some German porn. No,
Hey,
I've never been into that stuff. Yeah. What happened, man? We were on a roll. No. I'm
porn?
trying not to
Chips?
talk about porn.
Chip porn?
Chip porn.
Chip porn.
It's getting quiet.
Baby, come
Told
back.
you got to carry it. Yeah, dude, I
gotta
get
carry it?
delirious. No.
Do you have
I
guests
usually-
every week or is it all solo and with some guests?
It was guests every week until the pandemic, and then they got
Yeah.
solo, and it got a little weird. It got a little dark.
Yeah,
I was
little-
like, a whole hour.
Yeah.
You got to have a partner, you know?
That's great. You just shoot the shit back and forth.
Yeah.
Nothing makes sense. But nah, it's all the same shit.
Yeah, there's no structure. Does your shit have a structure?
Nah. Just at the end we'll answer questions, but that's it. But it's just like banter back and forth, blah, 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 blah. And then somebody will be like, here's a question. Then we have one where people can write in anonymous shit, which is kind of cool. Because people will be like, one time I jerked off in the back seat of my mom's Ford Fiat. I don't even know if that's a car.
Who hasn't?
Yeah, but while she was driving. And they just get a little something off their chest, which is fun.
Yeah. Like Love Line. That's nice.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for somebody to be like, I killed somebody yesterday. Love the podcast. You know,
You're like, no.
that's illegal.
Can we block you?
You can't do that.
Yeah, I asked people on my community service pod Instagram account if they had any questions for you.
Oh, did we get any?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You ain't that famous, bro.
Fuck. Just pretend I'm like Nick Swartzen or something.
Let me see. Oh, Nick's the best.
Nick's
Oh,
great. His stand-up special, seriously,
Who Farted?
That's probably
my
like one
God.
of my all-time favorites.
Yeah, what
I
is-
remember because it came out at a peak of my life where like that level of comedy was like that's fucking like that was like it applied to my life so much right there.
bro, that shit. I mean, I always kind of had stand up in me, but that shit, I was like, I could do that. Who farted? Come on.
Yeah,
I would
those are
watch that, and then I
yeah.
started going to stand-up class.
Did you take stand-up class?
Yeah.
Where at?
Greg Dean.
Greg Dean.
Yeah.
I
And
see that. I get ads for this shit all the time.
yeah, and then I was just stoned and drunk and shit, and I was partying and being a bad boy. And then not much of it sunk in. And then I went to Second City improv
Yeah.
and sketch. I was gonna burp or something. And then I was still fucked up in that class. I remember like getting like kicked out of class. Like, you're fucking high. And I was like,
Oh, in Second
everyone
City?
was mad
You're
at
like,
me.
it's a character.
And then finally I went to UCB, met Grant Lyon, and then took Jerry Katzman, and then got sober. And that's when like I did it every day, all day for real.
Yeah.
It was a process for me.
Did you like?
Don't do drugs, kids.
Oh yeah. Did you like the improv classes?
I did. I actually did. I don't understand. There's a lot of comics that really
Lot of
hate on improv.
A lot of hate.
Like,
I think
comics
it
are
helps.
haters, man.
It helps you like riff stronger a little bit, like
Yeah.
in the moment type shit on stage. I felt, but it is weird. Improv kids, like you know how every high school had,
Improv's
like
weird.
like band kids.
Yeah.
There's like improv kids.
Oh, dude.
And it's serious. Like when girls didn't like this one girl, I was like super close with the whole class. She didn't get put to the next level, and I did. But she went in first. She comes out crying. I go in. I get passed, and she's still crying when I come out. She's like, "So what do we do? Do we retake it?" And I was like, "Oh fuck,
Yeah.
I passed."
They're all like Ned Flanders. They're all like
Very well. They've just a lot of people in improv haven't had like
Oakley dokley. They are
they've
hard,
never
dude.
really had any struggle in their life. Like there's no like this is the first time being told no.
Dude, they were
People come from money in
so
improv.
happy and not from LA.
That's what I'm saying. It's very theater-esque kid. They're very
Yeah.
happy. They're not used to rejection. And versus like stand-up is like every night is essentially rejection at an open mic because this person's
Yeah.
on the phone. I fucking hate you. Blah, blah, blah. This is trash. Da-da-da. I bombed. But then improv, everybody's like happy. You're doing warm-ups. There's no warm-ups at open mics.
No.
Open mics like,
The
okay.
warm up is like, you fucking suck.
Yeah, warm-up is finding out you got
Fucking
to
kill
buy
yourself.
a $9 beer just to do 3 minutes.
Dude,
That's warm-up at an open mic.
yeah. Yup.
So when improv, they're like, let's get into it. Let's pass an imaginary ball around. Smiles. How's your
Literally.
day?
Literally. Zip.
Like,
Zap.
From
Zap.
afar outside of the window, you would think it's like an AA like meeting, like getting people better. But inside, I mean, it is.
It was too happy. It was
Exactly.
so. I'm all about positivity. I got the crystals and the fucking positive shit on
Yeah,
the board
I
and
love that.
whatnot. You
I
know,
love that.
it's all about that. But you can't, yin and the yang, man, motherfuckers. You can't be 100%. You're gonna drown
Yeah.
puppies and
It's too happy.
cry and
Yeah, exactly. And then, but all the teachers were very passive aggressive. They were
Yeah.
very like petty because they booked one thing on It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia in 2013.
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm better than all of you, you little bitches. And then you say something, and they're like, that's not funny. And you're like, oh, I thought it was funny.
Yeah, that's funny.
Comedy's subjective, asshole.
I remember so many times in improv, they're like, God damn it, Craig, you gotta stop talking about shit. And I was like, and
That's my brand.
I would get so nervous that every single character was a Southern woman. Like I couldn't. I
Oh, you would
swear on
just
my
go
life,
into a Southern
it was my
woman?
crutch. I was like, and because I went from nothing to improv. Like I never did theater. I never act. I never
okay.
did shit. I took one stand-up class. I was too scared to stand up, so I went to Second City. So I had zero training, and at that time they said improv advanced for actors and improv for strangers
Mm-hmm.
or civilians, and I just chose this one. I was like, I want my money's worth. So I'm in the advanced class with all these actors and actresses that have training their whole life, and I'm just this weird druggy kid, and I couldn't, dude. I can't even explain it, bro. I would growl when I'd get nervous, like on stage.
Really?
Yeah,
Can
and
I
like-
hear that real quick?
Dude, we were having family dinner at a scene at a show at Second City, and somehow it turned, I was started going, oh, and I turned
it
into
was
a
like a full
werewolf.
ass howl.
And it was you can't explain improv, but it was the funniest, weirdest shit that made no sense.
But that would like get you like comfortable or something?
It's just a nervous crutch. Like I literally would just start growling. I do it still in my car when I'm doing voiceovers for cartoons and shit. I'll literally count myself in to say my name. Hi, my name is Craig Conant, and I just get real growly. It happens all the time. It happens on my own stories. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me, bro. I'm a Muppet. What do you want?
Hey, you got your things that make you feel normal. I think
Yeah.
that's really it. You
But
know?
the Southern Woman was for like a whole year, a first year of improv, or not year, but like
Yeah.
two courses.
Do you have
know?
any Southern blood in your family?
No.
You just.
I
think it's just like the first natural, like it's an easy route.
I was friends. I was fan of Chris Farley, and like that.
Yeah.
That is correct. So everything, I still do that all the time. Like not even on purpose. Like, all right, stop doing that. And I was like, okay,
Yeah.
my lip would quiver and it'd just pop out, and it was very funny, but like not for long form improv because it was just silly
Yeah,
shit.
I mean, all you have to do is just yell it's a character choice and then just punch the instructor in the face. It's improv.
One time I was bombing so bad, you know how like you wait for an out in a scene. I was bombing so bad,
Oh,
I
improv.
literally ran across the scene and said "scene," and then he's like, "You can't end the scene like that because you're bombing.
So
You got to
my
search for
improv,
an
my
out."
choice. All right, that's pretty. I like
I saved
that.
myself.
You're like,
We
I
were
took it-
dying out there.
I took a choice. All right,
Yeah. And scene.
that's pretty tight. I wish I could do that.
You went to the upgrounds. What's it called? Undergrounds? No.
Groundlings?
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was an intern there when I first moved here.
Nice.
That shit was trash. No, all I did was paint walls and organize shit in the back. I
Yeah.
thought I was gonna like sit in and hang out with like Melissa McCarthy and shit. They're like, nah, just go organize all those posters from 1983.
Yeah, I remember sitting in classes in Greg Dean's the advanced class and soaking it up.
Are any of the people you met in that stand-up class still doing it?
No, one,
Oh, fuck.
one.
So sad. No.
Yeah, and so I took 2 with Greg and 2 with Jerry, and I think like 1 and 1. They all quit. Little bitch, it's a rough ticket, man. This
Fuck.
motherfucker rose fast as fuck, and you've been doing it 10 years.
Yeah.
I've been approaching it 10 years, and even though we're in a studio apartment, I'm doing quite good.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Are you doing shows again right now, or is it starting to come back a little? You did AZ or no?
I did Phoenix and Minnesota, and
Oh,
that
yeah.
was awesome. And
Those-
then I just
I love those clubs. Those are
House
good.
of Comedy,
Comedies.
Rick
Those are
Bronson.
great.
Thank you.
Yeah, Rick and Tammy. Shout out to
Tammy.
those two.
Thank you. And then my Canada dates with them got rescheduled to 2021 because America and their COVID.
Yeah.
problem.
Also, I think if you had done it, I don't know if you would have been able to get back. Like, I don't think you can go border to border right now.
No, you can't. They got rescheduled. I was like, you double booked me. They're like, no, we're not letting you in the country, motherfucker. I was like, oh.
Yeah, no. You'd be stuck in Canada right now.
Yeah, all my shit got rescheduled or canceled, and I'm just waiting. But I did a parking lot show with Tammy, Joe Deering.
Oh, was that the one everybody was posting about recently?
Dude, that shit was fire. Jim Jeffries, fucking Bill Burr,
Yeah,
Eliza
yeah.
Schlesinger.
Dude, I
It
mean,
was
these
a
little
hot-
pop-up shows. Like, I'm doing Matt Rife's little show coming up here.
Yeah.
And it's like an outdoor show, and the lineup is insane. It's because it's like everybody's not been doing stand-up. It's not just like
Oh,
people
no.
on our level. It's like the Burrs, all the Elizas doing all these
Dude,
ones.
I talked about it on my Patreon, so you gotta. But it was just
Shameless
crazy. Like Jim Jeffries is nervous because he hasn't done stand up since February.
It's
You know
just
what I
funny
mean?
seeing everybody's nervous. You
Yeah,
know?
it's
In my
so-
mind, it's just like the younger group hasn't done it, but it's like, nah, Bill Burr hasn't gone
No
up and
one's done it.
yeah. So
Yeah.
that's what's funny. Is like everybody's in like the green room, or you go
Yeah.
outside somewhere. So fucking some bush in the backyard, and you guys are just going over now. It's like, okay, fine.
Yeah, Jim ran some bits by me. I was like, "What planet is this
Yeah.
from?" You know, I was like, "What?" But it's.
Did you have the balls to be like, I don't know about that one?
I
Are
was
you
like,
like,
"Ah."
you're like, that's fire, yeah. He's like, how about this one? So masks, huh? You're like,
Yeah.
Jim, I don't know.
It's so great. Like even Jim Jeffries' worst bit is better than anything I could ever write right now. You know, it's those motherfuckers are so funny, dude.
What have they been doing this whole time? Well, I mean, they have families.
They're stuck. They're just. Well, Bill has a family. He just had his second child.
Bill had a second child?
I don't know if that's
Yeah.
public knowledge, is it?
Yeah, he talked
Okay,
about it.
cool. I was like, whoops a daisy.
What if you broke the news? That'd be great for the podcast.
It's like, God damn it, Craig.
How did people find out that I had a second child?
Yeah.
Community
No.
Service Podcast leaks the juicy drama
Sorry, Bill.
from the center of Hollywood. You heard it here live in all 220 square feet.
225.
Sorry, I didn't mean that. 220 because I'm about 6 feet, so I took up some
Yeah.
some square footage in here.
Yeah, it was. It's
That's great. How was it?
It was fucking.
Like how'd they set it up? Like just like picnic tables?
You gotta subscribe to the Patreon.
Oh,
every night.
fuck. All right, I'll go home and
No.
subscribe, and then I'll text you my thoughts on
$5.
it.
Give me
after.
$5. I'll tell you. No, it was not great. It was bad. Okay, so it was amazing because no one has done shit.
Right.
So it was amazing. But compared to a real show, yes, it's not good. But because the whole fucking world's locked down, literally, Bill Burr's having fun, Jim Jefferson's having fun, I'm having fun, everybody's having fun. So it is amazing, but only because we're prisoners right now. Obviously,
Yeah.
a show in a comedy club is the fucking way better.
Yeah.
It's weird, but it's so fun. I mean, you got Bill Burr going, like, you know, oh, fuck you, Prius. I'm more a town car kind of comic. You know, it's weird.
Oh,
It's-
people were in the cars?
Yes.
Oh, I've done those, and then they're not.
They're odd.
Yeah.
They're odd. But the Tammy Smart, Tammy Jo Deeren, Tammy McPherson was the Rick Bronson House of Comedy shout out. Tammy Jo Deeren separate. We were talking about two Tammys.
Two Tammys, one
Two
Tam.
awesome Tammys that give me shows, so we had to separate them and give them
Yes.
both their shouts outs. And then Tammy had the Jo Deeren at the Asphalt Comedy, that's what she called it, had the clappers. So people would like, ooh, you know, like
Could
the
you
New
hear
Year's
laughter or
clappers.
no?
You could. So how it was, like when you were killing it, you'd hear laughter, but anything else, you didn't really hear shit.
Yeah.
So
Dude,
it-
that rooftop one we did, is that a Patreon?
that
thing,
was
too?
dope.
That one
That's-
was great.
yeah.
That was also a 9-hour show, but it was a lot of fun.
yeah, that was too long.
But I mean, Chappelle, not
Chappelle Lacey.
yeah, Chappelle Lacey, not
Yeah, we don't work with Dave.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not on our level.
Yeah.
The goat isn't even anywhere near this.
Yeah,
No.
but he went up in direct sun, like he was getting heckled just by UV rays beaming in his eyes. And by the time, like, I think you and I went up, it was like dark and it was great. It was a lot of fun.
It was fantastic.
It was outside on a rooftop.
It spaced the fuck out.
Yeah, I thought like you'd have to like be crushing to hear anything, but it felt like a normal show.
No, that was pretty good. You got heckled by a helicopter though. That was pretty
I
funny.
did
At his
you know?
big
It is-
finish.
It is almost funny.
It's like during my best joke. Really?
But it is like kind of funny. Like Disneyland is in the background. There's like the little obstacles. You know, I did one of those car shows too, and somebody's car alarm went off during a joke, and then you riff on that. Like,
Yeah.
it's
Gonna make us better and stronger performers, but
Oh yeah.
comedy's hard enough.
But that's why, like, I literally
All
think
right.
the open mic scene, like, kind of tailors you towards shit
Yeah.
like this because you're like, yeah, I did stand up on the back of a Harley Davidson while
Yeah.
somebody was driving. Like, I'm ready for
You're
kind of
like,
whatever.
yo, we came up at Marie Callender's, bro.
I know, but like, if you're just used to all these fucking
Yeah.
dumb interruptions
The
at
shit-
coffee shops and performing over a pool table while somebody's eating fish and chips, you're like, I guess a car honking isn't the worst.
Oh, nothing's worse than telling a joke and just hearing someone break a pool
Yeah,
table.
you're-
You know, it's like,
You ever tell a joke
You
and you
just
hear
hear
somebody in the back, somebody jiggling their ice?
yeah. Oh,
You're
God.
like, oh, fucking, I went negative in the bomb?
bro. Speak of quinceanera, I fucking
You performed at one?
I performed at a quinceanera,
They got racks like that?
dude.
Or
What do
like,
you mean? I got paid in candy and beer. I was drinking at that time. It was like my third or fourth show
Yeah.
ever.
You're
I'm
like posting
sober.
on Instagram, like, come by, just headline this quinceañera. It's no biggie.
Yeah, dude, it was the worst, bro. Cause
Really?
like, dude,
Oh,
it's
dude, I
like
did a-
300 people, Mexican people drinking wild mother. Just you know, I'm
Oh.
Mexican. I can say that. Don't cancel me on my own podcast. And then so like, but the girl loved stand up. She wanted to stand up, and I knew the family, so like we'll get Craig. And then I'm performing stand up literally to 12, 15-year-olds.
Oh,
And then like 200 people drinking beer, partying, and dancing.
and this is
in
like
the
your
back.
third show in?
And it's like my third show. I'm not even kidding. Maybe fourth.
You're writing the material before you go up.
Oh my God. It was awful. The only laugh I got was a little girl ran on stage while I was doing my act. And I was like, little girl, could you get off stage? I'm trying to do stand up. And then she started crying. I was like, oh no, I'm sorry. And that was the only laugh I got. And
And everybody's like, that was so funny what you did with the run up on the stage. Like, I don't
I
know.
paid her to do that.
Yeah.
I gave her 2 pieces of my candy.
Private party shows are terrible. I did some girl's like 18th birthday, and I was like a surprise thing on it. Oh, it was
It's the
terrible.
worst. It's the worst.
Because it was a giant dance floor in the middle of us, but not only were all the people, like her and her friends were there, but all the parents were there. So they didn't want to laugh at the dirty shit, right?
Yeah.
So when the kids would laugh, the parents wouldn't, and then vice versa. Because the parents like, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But then I made a joke where the parents would laugh, the kids would be like, I don't know what the fuck. Like,
Yeah.
There was no
It's-
winning.
No, it's so fucking weird.
but it was in a Mastro's in Costa Mesa. So the guy was like, get whatever you want. It was me, Becky Robinson, and the Verzi triplets. Yeah.
Nice. I learned a lesson from doing shit shows like that. Like, your rate's probably fucking dope, but like, I'll just ask for a crazy amount of money because I don't want to do it, And if
Yeah.
they say yes, I was like, I can eat shit for an hour for that
No,
price.
that's the right way to go about it.
yeah.
Because
and-
also people don't know how much it is to book a
yeah.
comedian.
I'm like, yo, okay, 30 minutes? All right, 3 G's. They're like, I can give you 2. You're like, okay.
But in the back of your head, you're like, I would do it for
You're like,
75 and a free dinner.
That's my rent for 2-3 months.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
it's great.
And then if it's at the comedy store, you're like, I'll pay you $12.
yeah, it's hilarious.
Nice. You finally got in there at the right before it
Dude,
shut down.
That's what was fucking annoying. I started getting in at like the clubs that I dreamed of. The Laugh Factory was starting to fuck with me. The Improv was giving me like regular spots like late at night, and I was like, this is fucking the dream
Yeah.
come true. This is awesome. The store here and there, but like Belly Room and
Monarch, right?
I did a
I
few
clicked-
Monarch shows.
yeah.
Dude.
Dude,
Those
those shows are
shows
the
are-
best.
That's where I met Nick, and like he was like, "Yeah, I love your videos," and I was like, "What the fuck's happening
It's
right now?"
insane,
Like, dude, and Tom Green introduced himself to me. I was like, "What is you? I know."
Yeah,
It's
it's
the
the weirdest
weirdest thing.
shit. It's
It's
I get so happy just thinking. I remember just emceeing at the Improv, just sitting next to like Michael Rappaport and
Yeah.
Ken Jeong. They're like, "Oh, see you later, Craig. Good set tonight." And I'm just like,
because you're
you
yeah,
just
your
wanna start
coworkers at that
crying,
point,
dude. I'm like,
they
what
see
the
you as an
fuck?
equal level, like you're on the same bill as them.
It's so, and then it's like not even.
But if you saw Rappaport on the street, and you're like, "What's up, man? I'm a fan." He'd be like, "Yeah, for sure. I'll take a picture. I'll get going."
Yeah.
But when you're like on the same lineup, he's like, "Oh, we're equal. Like we're
Yeah.
you're homies. We're homies. Like blah blah blah." It's just like a neat
And on
feeling.
any given night, you could actually crush harder than somebody you look up to. You know, it does happen. It's surreal, and like not even to fucking flex or nothing, but like to have to like work with these guys, and then like become buddies with them and text them like, "Oh, hey, what's up, fuckface?" You know, you're like, it's surreal.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't have a fucking kitchen. And I could text Ken Jeong, be like, "Hey man, hope you're well." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
it is
fucking
very neat.
insane, dude.
very
It's
neat.
insane. All from fucking fart jokes.
Yeah.
You know my story. I went from scabbing up my nutsacks at my mama's house to, "Hey, what's up? What's up, Michael?"
I don't think
You
I know this-
freckle face mother.
I don't think I know the scabbing up the nutsack. Can I
Oh,
get
he's
like,
not- I watch your sketches, bro. You don't watch my scabs ups?
I think he got blocked on my Instagram.
That one got flagged.
Yeah,
That one got flagged real
yeah,
quick.
yeah. Oh.
It was going pretty good there.
I'll go check it out.
I used to smoke Oxycontin, sniff it, and scratch my nutsack with my sister's Bristol brush. You never did that? You don't. You look like a junkie. No.
I mean, it probably felt so good though.
Oh, it was orgasmic. Anyways, no, I'm 7 years
Moving on.
sober now. I mean,
Yeah.
anyways, yeah, big gulps, huh? Well, see you later.
But you got a story, and that's the biggest
Um,
thing. That's the coolest
You
thing.
you never went down and out. Did you ever go to the dark side?
The dark side. No, the first time I smoked weed, I was in 8th grade. Your typical, just like random white kid, just who's bored.
Nice.
I smoked weed out of a light bulb my first time.
I don't think that's good, man.
No,
I
there's
don't.
no
I
way.
want to say
No,
that's
there's no
bad
way.
for you.
But like, it was out of the base, so we broke the dude had already smoked weed before, and I trusted him. It was on 420, 8th grade. So I was like, you know what you're doing. I don't fucking know.
Hey, I mean, have you heard of an aluminum can? It's the worst, and it burns and it sucks. But
Yeah,
it's
you get
better than a
lockjaw,
fucking
yeah.
light bulb.
But
You
I
guys all just
trusted-
shred her lips.
Well,
and
I
just-
think he gave me the ultimatum. He's like, yo, we can smoke it out of a can, or I can make a bong out of a water bottle, right? So he broke the light bulb, and then just the metal sill in the bottom, like the screw part,
Yeah.
drilled through it, put a pen through it, put it in a water bottle, bong.
all right. That's pretty good.
You know,
MacGyver. I used to make weird shit. I glued PVC plumbing pipe together and made a bong out of it. Because I used to make potato guns, potato cannons.
Dude,
Yeah.
then you spray the axe in it, and then put the diffuser or like,
Axe. That's
How would
so
you do
funny. You could use axe, but it's just funny that
I mean,
I'm
look
an
at me.
old man. I would use Aquanet. You know.
I mean, look at me. I'm a walking axe billboard, you know? But I remember that shit. You had a barbecue igniter on the side of it.
Yeah.
And then you'd put it in, you twist it, and those motherfuckers would launch.
300 yards, bro.
Launch.
I'd soak the potatoes in gasoline so you just see a flaming potato
Oh,
through the night
potato
sky.
would be flaming?
Bro, it was
Where would it
awesome,
land?
man. We would aim at the police station, and that's not even a joke. I do not know. I have been arrested a bunch, but like from literally
Dude,
9
That's
years old.
legit a
to-
terroristic attack. Like
Hey.
a flaming potato at a police
I'm
station?
just joking. It's a satire. Whatever. What's the
It's
rules?
an improv sketch.
Yeah. It's a sketch.
Yeah, we
It's
used to
we wrote this.
we used to play paintball a lot too. We'd shoot paintball, like the paintball place we used to play at. and
Yeah.
the train would go by and we just light that bitch up with paintballs for just like a minute straight. Just like,
Nice. Paintball guns were expensive. I didn't have those. I was a homemade PVC kind of guy.
those are
PVC
great, though.
pipe.
My
Dude-
friend had one. It was fucking awesome. I wish I had one right now.
I used to live 2 blocks from the police station and light off mortar bombs, firecrackers, potato cannons, BB guns.
And you're from out
I'm
here,
from LA. Accidentally shot a 357 Magnum. Parties 3, 4, 5 nights a week because my
wait.
mom would go take care of her
You
dying parents. And
You accidentally shot a gun 3, 4, 5 times a week, or was that?
oh
a
no.
separate
Sorry,
statement?
that was a separate sentence.
There was a comma.
Shot a gun once. Went through a house and hit my house. Anyways, cops never came. Blocks. 2 blocks.
Really?
2 blocks.
Wow.
Should we shoot flaming potatoes at them? I'm not joking. Just kidding. I'm joking.
Joking. Well, what's interesting is Los Angeles police see such crazy stuff on the day to day that's like, that might not be. That's just ambiance noise in the background.
This was suburbs too. I just say L.A. You're from here, but I was Torrance and Lomita.
Okay.
I grew up in Torrance, West Torrance, born in Harbor City. Then I moved to Lomita.
Torrance,
That's where
baby.
the bristle brush came out. And but yeah, so they would fucking arrest you for a roach. They got nothing to do in Torrance.
Yeah, Torrance is very much.
L.A. I understand. It's like we got 9 crimes going on. This potato, that's nothing.
Yeah, fucking deep fry that potato. We'll
Yeah.
catch it. We
I'm
got lunch.
hungry. Thanks, son.
That's so neat.
Yeah.
I miss like slingshots and just like little, just making mischievous dumb shit. I
I
think
got knives. You want a knife?
you're a knife guy, aren't you?
I got so many knives.
I remember one night outside of Swingers, you showed me your knife, and you're like, "I just got this knife today." Or somebody send it to you on the podcast.
Oh yeah,
A
that big
fan?
sucker. No, you don't gotta show him that one, but show him the little box, the wood box. I got a little.
Oh.
See that big guy between the 2 turtles? You gotta keep it peaceful
Yeah.
too. You know?
Oh, wow, this is neat. I feel like this is you opening up, being like, "I enjoy your company. I'm showing you my knives, dude." I had a knife like that growing up. That's the whitest
my
thing ever.
daddy
Just 2
gave
kids
me that.
comparing knives. Yeah,
My white dad gave me that.
that makes sense because my white dad also gave me one of those.
Yeah, you know.
Dude, I wonder what that thing is. No, it was like literally verbatim like that.
People always think you're like, oh, you got knives. You just bought a gun. You're into no.
You
I cut fruit in myself accidentally once in a while, unless it's a
You
dark
just-
night.
But do you have like a certain one that's like when a Amazon box comes to the door, you're like, "I'm gonna fuck this thing up."
Oh, dude, the excitement of I guess you use it. It's like I just like tools, you know, and I'll
Yeah.
never forget. I ordered my podcast stickers from you printing, like 5,000 of them, bulk cheap stickers, just the
Was that an
bark
ad read?
flyers. No,
That was an ad
But
read.
yeah, hey, you printed. Throw me
Shut
12
up,
bucks.
Prince.
yeah.
Yeah.
But the guy goes, "Would you like to see them?"
The stickers?
Before, yeah, and they were all taped up, and I was like, yeah, and I literally was reaching for my knife, and he had a razor and went, ting, 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 and it broke my heart. I was like, oh,
You're like, I was actually gonna.
I was
Could you reseal that for me?
tape it back up, and but then I also was like, am I gonna be the lunatic that just flips open? I like spring assisted, so like switchblades, you know?
Oh, they make that noise and it's quick. Like,
Yeah, but grab the one in the left wood jar.
oh, I feel like this is.
Yeah, flick that open.
Is this the day-to-day one?
Yeah, flick that. Give that a flick.
I'm right-handed, so I don't want to look like a bitch here.
Ooh, spring. You ain't gotta whip it. It's spring.
Oh, so-
Access lock. You got it. This is the access. Yeah, that down.
Yeah,
It's
Just
spring, baby.
doing manly shit here. You know.
We're men. We're men. Look at these hair on his arms. Isn't that,
Yeah.
isn't that dope? Never stabbed anybody in
used
my life.
to-
Maybe once in high school. Don't remember.
Hey, I mean, if the police
Hey,
already
just
listening,
kidding.
they
Yeah.
got you for the potatoes.
Yeah,
so
it's
you're
past
good.
this.
I remember I used to
statute.
go to Chinatown in like 8th or 9th grade, and we'd buy like ninja stars and shit. Do you ever go to Chinatown?
Yeah, I love that
I
shit.
still have a ninja star. Like we'd buy like those little fireworks that were like a brick, like the ones that would pop off like 100, or you
Yeah,
could
I
take
got those in the top middle
or you
drawer
could
right
take
there.
them off individual and do individual little bangers.
Yeah.
dude, I
Fantastic.
love those
Yeah, it's just-
M80s, all that shit. I love
some
just,
firecrackers.
just all that like borderline pyro shit when you're in 8th grade. That shit was so much
Oh,
fun.
bro, we used to.
I had a Zippo lighter in like 9th grade.
I got
thought it
2
was the coolest
Zippos right
thing.
now, bro. I got everything you're naming. I'm 36. I don't give a fuck. It's a red. It's the only red thing in there, bro.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So you know you can
Guy
take.
doesn't know what
so you can-
firecrackers look
yeah,
like.
these ones. So these are fucking loud as shit. But you can also take them off one by one.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is once
Oh,
I found that
fantastic.
out, I was like,
When I was a little kid, I used to razor or slice them open and compile all the gunpowder together and compact it and make my own M80s. Just kidding. Allegedly, I was 9.
but you can put them in anything, right?
Yeah, you could put them in a.
You just need a wick and gunpowder and something to hold it, right?
Yeah. You just electric
Yeah.
tape. Just any little cardboard tube, paper.
Little Charmin Ultra in the toilet.
Yeah.
You know, just fucking take that.
It's called the poo poo bomb.
That's great, dude.
I love that shit. It's
Yeah, it was like my favorite shit to do as a kid. It was just have like little gadgets.
Yeah, dude. It's the shit. It's the shit. I love tools. I'm not into harm or violence or murder. I just like the stuff.
Yeah.
just
People
like
just see it as that though. Like
Yeah.
if you just have a knife on you, people are like, "Why do you need a knife if you don't
If
work
I
at
see a guy with a
UPS?"
knife, I'm like, oh, let me see it. It's Benchmade. It's very cool. What is it?
But you know the
can
terms.
I hold it?
So if you know the terms and he knows the terms,
Yeah.
you guys can fucking.
Can I
get
put my
off him.
fingerprints all over it? Come on, dude.
Yeah.
I've done that. I've done that before.
You got a samurai sword anywhere? Would you ever get down with that?
I had a sword. I broke it. It
How do
was
you-
a
you broke
cheap
a
one.
sword?
It's a cheapie. Cheap
You
one.
know what I like? Are those little canes? I got a crystal ball on the top, and then there's a knife on the inside. A sword.
Crystal ball sword? Oh, I know what you're
It's
talking
like
about.
some like pimp cane shit.
Yeah,
Where it's got
yeah,
like
yeah.
a scorpion and like some glass.
Yeah, those are illegal in California.
Yeah, I'd imagine. Yeah. Can't imagine you
I'd
can
try
walk
to get
into a
one.
Jamba Juice with one of those. Like, I'll take a number 3.
I got a little knife pin. You just pull the pin.
Oh.
It's good. It's
Yeah,
cheap,
Chinatown, that shit you would
Chinatown,
always
you get
never
all of
think
it.
of. You'd be like, it's a drink coaster. Psych, it's a ninja star. Look at this. I love shit like that. It was so cool.
It's the shit, man.
Yeah.
I forgot what I was gonna say.
I think you were just going to confess some more crimes. So
Oh yeah. This is jokes. This is
Jokes.
Jokes. I'm a peaceful man. Yeah, you can't like two conflicting things in this world anymore. You can't like crystals and plants and get a firearm. You get in trouble. You don't really. I lost 1,700 firearms. 1,700 followers by posting a picture with me on my firearm.
Really?
Yeah, I was so happy to get it. I didn't even see it
So you
coming.
posted a picture of a gun. Oh, you did. I did see that. I did see that one.
Yeah.
You were very much out there with it,
I
like,
was-
woo! Yeah, your upstairs neighbors were probably freaking the fuck out.
dude. They looked through the bullet hole that came
They're
through.
like-
Like, hey,
Like, hey, cool.
Kid, run the cable through
Let us
there.
know when you're in the
I
kitchen.
need direct TV.
Will not stand over there.
Mm-hmm.
So you still got that?
Mm-hmm.
So you glocked up.
Yeah, man. It's
So
a
just in
pandemic,
case somebody
bro.
tries to rush you after like a set at like, somewhere at Echo Park or something.
Come at me, man. They just came at Big J Okerson.
What happened with that? I saw that
They
online.
pulled him some ass. Big J does crowd work and he fucks around. That's his shit.
That's
It's like coming to my show and thinking, oh, there was no political jokes. I'm out of here. That's what he does. He fucks around. He's dirty. He's hilarious. He just riffs, makes fun of you, calls you shit face ass. I'm fucking it up. But then some guy got pissed.
Because he wasn't a fan. He was just there, essentially.
I don't know, probably too drunk. But that's what he's like famous for.
Right,
you know?
exactly.
And then he pulls him off stage and Luis Gomez like kind of saved the day and jumped on the guy. But then they got diehard fans in there called Legion of Skanks.
Oh,
They
yeah.
jumped in and like
Oh,
fucked
yeah.
the guy up.
And the dude had a gun on him?
I don't know, but I know I will. No, I'm just
So he just said something. The guy got up and was like, "Oh, like how you're talking to me," and then just started swinging.
he pulled his leg while he was sitting on the stool on stage, so he was yanking him off stage. And then Luis actually like pushed Jay. It looks bad on camera, but what
They have it on camera. The whole
they
thing.
have it on camera. They got like 2 or 3 angles. Luis like pushed him, so he then fell onto the guy because before he was like just gonna fall on his back, Says it kind of looks like Luis is like, why'd you shove him and make it worse? But he saved it and made him fall on the guy instead of just flat on his back onto the concrete or whatever
I
the fuck.
see.
Yeah,
Fuck. Where was that?
I don't even know, but that happens all the time. Bobby Lee's been knocked out.
I had a guy nut tap me after the show at the Marie Calendars. That was interesting.
Nut tied?
Nut tap.
Oh,
Or he hit you in the dick. What? You call it something else? Hand
Yeah.
drop? Hard hand drop?
no, nut tap. I just
Furious
didn't. I
hand
didn't
drop.
understand. I was trying to think of anything that's ever happened to me. I
Oh.
jumped off stage and grabbed a guy's hat and glasses off his head and went to shit in it in the toilet, but I didn't have any poop, so I pissed on it and left.
What?
That was a heckling story. He was heckling me. He was heckling.
So you got like during your
a
set, or
bar
you're like,
show.
all right, good night, I'm Craig Conant, and then you got the shit and then went to the bathroom?
No, I was he. I've told the story before, but it's worth telling again. So the previous
excited.
comic before, it was a rowdy bar show. Those are my shit though. I like rowdy bar shows.
Yeah.
And then
That's my people.
so the previous comic was my buddy, but he was newer and he was a little newer, weaker. But he was newer, you know. And
Yeah.
the heckler killed him. He ate shit, died. You could just see it, like, you know, he
So the
died.
heckler's on an adrenaline bend
Yeah.
right now. They're feeling good.
Heckler's just drunk. So I get up there and then I deal with the heckler. I make fun of him. I win with laughter, but then like he just is so drunk he keeps coming back. And then I did all the things that I was taught. Like then I was like, I finally went. After I killed one with laughter, you're supposed to shut up.
Yeah.
And then he wouldn't. He just kept coming. And then I was like, "What's up, bro? You're ruining the show. Like, is you that fucked up? You need the, you know." I even did that. The talking to
the stern.
after being funny or whatever. And then I was like, "Fuck it, I'm gonna bulldoze them." So I'm just gonna just fucking, you know, bulldoze. You just go into your shit, do your A shit, and drown them out with laughter.
Just keep going.
Just
Yeah,
keep
yeah,
going.
Like
I
he's
ain't
not
gonna
even there.
acknowledge him.
Yeah,
Just
I mean,
keep-
hecklers, they hate that. They hate when you just
Yeah.
don't acknowledge them. They eventually give up and start thinking about like nacho cheese fries or some shit. But
You would think. So then I bulldozed them, and I was winning, and I was about to get off stage, and there was this one tiny moment of lull before a punchline for me to get off stage.
Oh,
And I
I
was
hate
like,
when you're on
"Crack,
the
crack,
closer,
crack, crack."
and that's
And then
when they
I
act
did
up.
the lull, and then he came in, and I went, "Ah," and I jumped off stage, and I grabbed his hat and glasses. Monarch was at that show, actually. He reminded me of it. I was like, "Oh, shit, I forgot about that."
sunglasses or like normal like seeing
Sunglasses,
glasses,
I believe.
Oh, okay, they were all, just on.
I think like on his head. And
Nice,
it was
yeah.
like a, and then I went, I was like, oh, and then I grabbed his shit and I got back on stage. I was like, I'm gonna shit in your fucking hat. I'm out. And then I went to go
tight.
shit in his hat and I couldn't. I mean, I was literally,
squeezing.
I'm a
hernia.
As I say, I'm a
Hemorrhoid.
peaceful man. I'm a lunatic. I was like, "Ugh," and then nothing. I just pissed
Chain
on it.
smoking
and I
cigarettes so you
left.
can shit quicker.
And then the producer was like, "Yo, where's that guy's hat and glasses? He's looking for it." I was like, "It's in the fucking toilet. I pissed on it." I couldn't go back in there. I was gonna fight the dude.
Do you remember what kind of hat it was?
Yeah, like one of those stupid little like fucking wicker Johnny Depp hats, you know, like a you know, like with the little you know, like not a cowboy hat, but like with the short brim cowboy hat. I don't know hats, man.
Fedora?
Yeah, that thing. Yeah, fedora.
Short cowboy hat oddly does work. That does fit the description. Dude, so the one I got heckled by where the guy hit me in the dick after was, have you seen those visors where they have the fake hair on top?
Yeah.
It was he was wearing one of those. And he was sitting alone at
You
the
should've
bar in the
fucked
back.
that fool up. Fuck that, man.
He was a big drunk guy. So this was at the Marie Callender's. Afterwards, I get off. He was yelling some shit the whole time. He walks up to me, looks me in the eyes, hits me in the dick. I'm so like, what the fuck's going? Like, is this legal? Like, what's happening?
Sometimes you get caught off guard and you're just like, I don't know
Yeah.
what just happened.
It wasn't a real moment. I walk outside and he had his car was a Vespa and it was chained to a light pole. And I was like, you know what? You win, sir.
Yeah.
And then he just rode off into the dark on a Vespa.
Nice.
And now he's fucking shooting heroin into his eyelids right now somewhere.
Oh man.
Somewhere in Santa Clarita, the
He
beautiful
feels
ass
good.
CV. Yeah. It was just so funny to watch a guy ride off on a Vespa after he hit you in the dick. And he like chained it up like somebody was going to steal a Vespa in Santa Clarita. I was like, no. It's like Razor Scooter in Santa Clarita out there.
That's alcohol, man. They'll just get you to do some
Oh, yeah. The
weird
dude was
shit
hammered
like
by
that.
himself at a bar, but like,
Although I was sober during the hat incident.
yeah, but that was just rage.
That was
just-
rage. I couldn't take it. He killed my friend, and then I beat him. I beat him fair and square
Yeah.
with comedy. And then he's just so.
The shitting in the hat would have been amazing.
I wish I had a turd
That's
locked
such
and
a
loaded,
flex
man.
right there.
That
Oh
would have
my
been the
God.
most epic shit. You know what? I think I'm gonna get rid of my gun now. I think it's done.
Where are you going to put it?
No, I'm just kidding. I was
drop
just
it
saying.
off like a
I was saying I'm a
playground?
peaceful man. Then I tell that story. I'm like, I think I need to get rid of it. No, it was
Yeah.
just during the riots and the pandemic, and then just the way the world's going. I was like, I think it's good to have a home safety
Yeah.
defense thing. And then after that story, I was like,
And then it just sits there for a while. It's
You
hard
wanna-
because you want to like
you want
flex
to
with
see
it.
it? No, I'm just
It's
kidding.
just right here.
Hi-ya!
Is that a dildo, stone, or a blade?
It's a crystal sword. I actually
Can I
had
see it?
nowhere to put that, and that's
Is
why.
it
That's
sharp?
why. No, not at all. It's actually for it's a hippie shit, and it's for clearing energy. Like you go like that, and it's actually these are in
Felt kinda good.
ancient Chinese medicine. Like it clears negative energy.
Oh, dude, give me
lymph
some of
nodes.
those. I've been having a lot of negative energy lately.
Watch, he just gets a boner. Just here. I'm like, it's not that kind of podcast, Trevor.
So the crystals, you carry a crystal on you at all times?
Pretty much, bro. I just love. I'm a weird hippie, man.
How do you find the right crystal? How do you like? This is the one.
I like
to try out?
amethyst. It's really weird because whether you're on a hippie healing aspect level, I just tell the analogy. I love that this shit used to be dirt. That was motherfucking dirt. I'm all about caterpillar and the butterfly metamorphosis. What is it called?
Yeah.
Yeah, and so like crystals was dirt, diamonds are dirt. Like that shit is dope, man.
How it came.
You know what I
from.
mean?
Okay.
How it just over pressure and over
deeper
time it
story.
went poop. And it's a
Wow.
big quartz. So
That's
I
a
got
fucking
into it
great
because of
analogy
that.
for life.
Yeah, and then later you find out they got healing powers or supposedly have healing powers, and it's really ironic because I wasn't into it for that purpose at all. I just thought it was pretty rocks. I was like, I love this pretty shit.
Yeah, I used to like those ones as a kid. The ones you would crack open, and they got like the purple.
Yeah, jams and geoids. And
Geoids!
Shit. Yeah,
Those
those shit
fucking
is
used to
fucking dope. I used to call them
get me
like, it's a
rowdy.
dinosaur egg. And
Those would get me all rocked up down there. You
dude,
know,
that shit's dope,
crack
man.
one of those open, you're like, you fucking buy them at a bookstore or some shit.
So dope.
And then you're like, what am I gonna get? Fuck. Where do you get rocks around here? I mean, everywhere.
Everywhere.
Every
Have you
coffee
seen
shop.
Earth?
I know, but
Look
like Los
down,
Angeles,
man.
dude,
Right there,
I want a
dude.
rock today, bro. Where do I go?
I'll give you a little rock.
Oh shit.
Um,
And then if I start doing great things in my career, I think you get 10%. You're my rock guy.
yeah.
You're my agent manager, and then my rock guy.
Thank you, man. It's okay.
I appreciate it.
Just give me a hug.
Yeah, man, I feel that, man. There's
give me a
hugs
hug
are a
right
necessity in these times.
I remember going to a rock show as a little kid, like on a field trip, and that's probably where my initial fascination.
Oh, I think like a rock and roll show.
I used to go to those too.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, 8th grade rock show or a show that had rocks, right?
Yeah. But I remember always being drawn to this purple rock crystal called amethyst, and then come to find out later when I got more into them, it's for addicts. It's supposed to help with
Wow.
addiction. I was
What's
like, of course, that's the one I
What's
get
the
drawn
blue
to.
with the blue one? People put on jewelry.
I don't.
You
Oh,
ever seen that one?
turquoise or whatever.
Something like
yeah.
that. That shit.
I
always
still
thought that
don't
was
even
tight.
know all the names. That big chunk right there, that on the little shelf.
Yeah.
That see the light blue.
Oh.
My homie digs and mines that shit and does it all himself. Swagzone.com, and he gave me a gang of shit, a gang of rocks. I just like that shit. It's just hippie nomad shit. It's pretty.
It is
It's fucking
cool.
pretty.
I like
You ain't into it. Go look at a rainbow fluoride. Tell me you ain't blown away. This looks like Lex Luthor shit. This was a little big. This was sent to me by a fan. I actually
It's
didn't purchase
tight, though.
this. It's cool, but like
It
I
looks like something you'd shave ice with.
yeah, but it's fucking it's dull. Okay, guys, it's round. It's for massaging and clearing energy, but like I got it and I was like, I don't know where to put this. It's bigger than my apartment, so I literally shoved it in the couch, and then I remembered it was there, and I think that's the first time I've ever pulled it out during a pod. Maybe I don't know. Anyways,
It's an honor to be the first guy to get a knife pulled on the pod. Thank you. A crystal knife, may I say.
yes, it's getting hot in here.
Yeah, the whole no AC when you're recording.
It's
brutal.
the pits. Oh, you about to be fucking. You could level up and get central air, bro. No noise. Make sure
Central
your
air.
apartment gets that.
I got one of those things, the window walls. The
Yeah,
little
I mean, fantastic, effective, but
Oh, they're
very
great.
noisy.
noisy, but they'll cool that shit down.
Yeah,
They'll get you feeling right.
5,000 BTU.
Oh shit, you have to flex on everybody.
I read the label.
Nice.
I'm smart.
It's a man who studies. Kitty
I had some
behind me.
questions for you, but I forgot.
Yeah. Oh fuck, were they good?
Oh, what made no. I wanted to because I like helping motherfuckers and shit, and like the do's and don'ts, and like just looking at shit and no need, basically like you came up fast and that shit's dope, and you just made videos. You made funny videos.
Yeah, I just felt like there was a faster trajectory or something, at least to get your eyes on shit. Because the internet, you can like go viral, but every open mic there was only like 30 people. There was only 10 people, 15 people. So it was like there was a max. But
Yeah.
The internet's like kind of like unlimited.
Yeah.
So I figured it's like, what's a better way to get more eyes on what I'm doing? Because like, yeah, but I mean, for stand up, if you do a show with 500 people, like, holy fuck, that's a mass amount of people.
It's the
But
best.
after that show, if people remember your name, you're in like people will be like, oh, it's the dude with the got the hair and the flannel.
Yeah.
But it's like if you're online, people know the face. They're staring at the face. Your name is right there. You know, comedy clubs are starting to do this now. They'll be like Craig Conant in the corner.
Yeah,
House
I
of
love
Comedy.
that.
It's great.
It's fantastic.
Because it helps for your overall branding. And I just thought internet, I went to school for film. I've always loved making videos. And I was just like, how can I do these two synonymously together? I don't know if I use that word right. It's a big word for me.
You went to school, man.
I went to state school, though, for film. My
No, that's
finals was like making a
fantastic.
Vine and shit. It was trash. But
No, that's amazing.
yeah.
That's the shit, man.
So I kind of was just doing that. But obviously there's no shortcuts in stand-up. So it just made me work harder now that people were actually starting to come out to shows because they fucked with the videos. So it made me want to be like, let me bring my A game.
Oh,
or
that's
else-
the best though, because then you then get a fan base from viral videos, and then people buy tickets to come fucking see you.
Yeah.
And then you have been doing stand up for a
Right.
fucking decade, and you're like, oh my god, he's good at
well,
both.
it's great
Yeah.
because it like surprises people. It's
Yeah.
one of like the best compliments you can like oddly get. They'll be like, I didn't know what to expect. We just came because we like your videos and like your stand-ups, you know, just up there too. You know, like we
It's-
didn't know what to expect. We just came. And then
Yeah.
you're like, fuck. I mean, I'm sure, you know.
It's the shit, man.
But because when you do internet videos and stand up, you only get one round of touring. You tour the world once, and then everybody goes, we saw it. It was whatever.
So you gotta
'cause
kill.
No, if you're trash. Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
trash. Regardless, people will buy tickets. But like, if you're good, then they'll come back and they'll treat it like a normal stand up would. But like, if you're just an internet guy and you tour all the U.S., people are like, we saw it, the thing.
Yeah.
You know? And then if you do the same set a second time around, that's when they're like, all right, that's you're done.
yeah, exactly.
So you'll get one pop of a giant tour, but
not
that's why it's like,
necessarily though, because I have a limited amount of material. People are like, post more stand up, post more stand up, but I'm like, I only got so much, and I'm trying to retire that shit and move on to
Yeah.
new shit. And you want me to post my new shit? You come see me, and then you see the new shit. It's like fuck. It's like not.
Yeah.
It's not easy, man.
no,
Um,
I'm saying like if your 45 is good, if your set is good, they'll come back. I'm saying when they're like, we saw you the first time and the set was there was a bunch of holes in it. It was kind of loose. It was
Gotcha,
an internet
gotcha.
guy who has never written a tight 5 is now doing 45.
Yeah.
So that's what
Yeah.
I mean. Like people see it and they're like, if your set is strong, you'll have people come back however many times.
Because I would get in my head and be like, all right, I'm doing all new shit. I'm not touching a motherfucking Trader Joe's joke. And then I wouldn't. And then people would be like, oh man, we didn't hear the Trader Joe's shit.
I know.
And I'm like, I'm trying to not, you know, you can't fucking win. And then you do it and you're like, I saw that on the internet 2 years ago. And I'm
Well,
like,
you got to just figure like what percentage is for
Yeah.
it, what's against it. Because like the people have seen Burt Kreischer's The Machine, but
they want to see it.
right. So maybe that's your Trader Joe's that's your machine.
Yeah.
So it's just like I don't know. It's
Yeah, my
weird.
viral videos, not nearly as many as you, but they were all stand up and they were all my jokes.
Yeah.
And then they come
I've
to
seen those too,
see
yeah.
me, and I'm like, you already saw this. And then the driving on mushrooms bit, the loosey goosey, the whole shit, that went crazy viral on
Yeah, yeah.
Facebook. That
Yeah.
was my most shit.
How many did that get? Because that's
Like
what I saw.
5.6 million.
That's great.
And then, but then, dude, the truth is I only ran that bit like 12 times, and one time it was just magical.
Really.
And then-
the time you recorded it was magical.
Yeah.
Well,
And
it kind of had that new bit energy probably, where you're like still excited to tell it.
I think I told it once or twice before that.
That's great because you're still like, and you're excited. It's authentic. 'Cause when
Yeah.
you've told a joke fucking 500 times, and you gotta like sell it like it's your first time. Like this happened yesterday. No, it didn't.
Yeah.
But this one like actually might have happened that week.
And also was sold out Ice House, which is one of the most magical clubs in this fucking country.
Oh,
It's just an
yeah, dude.
electric room. But now they go loosey goosey, let's hear it. We're driving
Really?
on mushies, and then I'm like, there's 12 people in here. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
not gonna be
yeah.
the same, guys. It's not
Yeah.
gonna work. And then
That's
I'll
fucking
do
awesome,
it,
though.
and I'll be like, I'll be sweating though. I'll be like, loosey goosey, motherfucker. And they're like,
Yeah, but
it's
you
better
gotta,
on Facebook.
yeah, but you gotta think those people left being like, he did the joke. I like the joke. Because in their brains, like, I saw a joke online. Now he's in my city, and then I saw him do that joke. I'm happy. Like they're happy.
yeah.
So it's like they're getting what they want because they saw what they want, which is a great thing to have.
Yeah.
But it is nice to also not close on something you always close with, because then you're like challenging yourself a little bit.
Bro, every hour I run, it's just like, what? I mean, I hit a lot of the same bits, but it's just, maybe that one. Well, hit him with the old shark come here. And
Yeah, but I feel like your bits they're since their story, they're a little longer. So they're
Yeah.
So I mean, your set list is probably anywhere from like, you know, like 8 to 10 like jokes or like set like written out like on, it's like bullet points.
Yeah, I have two different muscles. Like I do have some jokes where it's more tight and it's bam, 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 and then I have a lot of longer stories. I'm a storyteller.
Yeah.
I got stories, bro. Have you ever been arrested?
I've been in the back of a cop car, but not arrested.
White privilege.
I was in 8th grade. I was teeping at 4 a.m. Cops like, get in the fucking car, huh? Yeah.
Are you sober? I've never seen you.
No, I just don't. I mean,
You're just a normal, decent
I
human
mean,
being.
dude, when I was in college, I'd get fucked up.
Yeah.
You know, just because I had no drive or no ambition or any goals.
Yo.
But now it's kind of like, I just.
Once you get some shit, once you find your shit,
Yeah,
that's
that
all
is-
I needed. I just
that is
needed
your-
comedy. He found it a lot sooner than me. I could have been like him.
But the only reason, it's the only reason you drink in college and get hammered is because you're like, that's what you're told to do. And you also don't have any plans outside of that.
Yeah, you don't have your outlet. Once you find your shit, you're like,
Yeah.
oh, this is what I want to do.
Yeah, because you're just aimlessly walking around college getting hammered. But now you're like, my senior year, I was like, I'm moving to Los Angeles to keep doing videos and stand up. Like, so once that was in my head, senior year, I started to fizzle out a little bit and stop drinking as much.
Wait,
and-
where are you from?
I'm from Ventura,
okay.
like Camarillo area.
Gotcha.
But I went to school in the Bay Area in San Jose
Nice.
State. But that last year I was doing mics and I was making videos and I drank a little less. But my last like couple months at college, I was like, oh fuck, I'm never gonna do college again. And then I just went down a big rabbit hole, boozing every day, and then popped out. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
It ain't, you drink the booze, you lose. That's a Big Daddy reference right there.
That's a great movie.
That's a great goddamn movie.
Great goddamn movie.
What was the one goes? Stay in school, kids. I didn't. Or no, Schools for Fools. Mr. D.
Schools for Fools. Look
Schools
at me.
for Schools for Fools. Look at me.
Was that Steve Buscemi's character? Crazy
No,
Eyes?
but his character made me remember that guy, Steve Buscemi. There was some just random
Oh yeah, it was
whack
random.
job. Sorry.
Steve Buscemi's been in the game for a while.
Dude, that guy is the man.
guy puts in work.
That guy is it's just from Boardwalk Empire to Mr. Deeds to Crazy Eye, you know. He was the homeless guy. I used to rewind the part in the cart where he goes, bombs the hill and he crashes. And
Yeah.
he gets up and he goes,
Yeah, Crazy Eyes. He put like peanut butter on his pizza and shit.
Oh,
But
dude.
then he was just in do you see that new Pete Davidson movie with like Bill Burr was also in it?
I have
He's
not.
But he plays a firefighter in it, and he's like a very serious role, and he crushes the act. He's so good.
He's the only guy that could play the most serious of serious
Right.
roles and then be Crazy Eyes.
Right.
And you love him in everything.
Yeah, I mean
He's
that's
so
a
fucking
great
good.
part about being like he's so famous, but he's also not typecasted, which is great because he has freedom to range and do all that.
And what a skinny little man he is.
Oh yeah, probably lays pipe.
Back to full circle. Sorry. All right, we've been rolling. All right, we're gonna get to the. Sorry, this is the bubbles. We're gonna get to nitty gritty. My podcast does have one theme, and I need a good. Like you shit your pants, like you on a wedding night, on like a bad. You sprayed the rabbi's eyes at your bat's mitzvah.
Okay, I got one. This was last year. EDC,
Yes.
Las Vegas.
Nice.
Yeah, this is pretty recent, about a year and some change ago. We were camping out there, right? We were filming some shit, and but they like give you a campsite. In the campsite, there's no like porta potty. So it's like, you know, on the sets where you have like those trailers and you walk up the stairs and there's little shitters.
Yeah.
But this one, there was only 4 stalls for like a campsite of like hundreds. But they had a bunch of pee troughs, but the stalls are at the end, and the line to shit was always so long. The line to shit
lot
was
of coke heads, coke's cut with baby laxative. You know, that's why.
Oh yeah, but
You
I
didn't
mean,
know.
everybody was shitting. But also, I was on a stomach medicine because I have a fucked up stomach and I can't eat gluten. It's a whole fucking thing. I hate it. Blah blah blah. So I take a medicine, right, that controls like my what's it called? Motherfucking
Pancreas,
Nah,
ulcer,
ulcer.
Gallbladder.
I forget whatever. the fuck.
kidney.
Something in there gets inflamed if I don't take this, and then it makes my like stomach act up. So I forgot the pills that I was supposed to take before going to EDC. EDC, we're there for 5 days, and I was like, day 1, I'm fine. Day 2, a little weird. Day 3, I was like, okay, I definitely be like around a bathroom when I need to. And like day 4, I remember I got up out of the tent and the urge for me to go was like unbearable. And I'm like walking from the campsite to the porta potties, like ass squished, and I'm going quick. And I had to like step over somebody's like tent strap. And when that leg came up, just a quick, but it was like I would say like a shot's worth, 2 ounces maybe.
That's enough. That's enough.
Yeah, maybe not like a half poured shot, right? So I'm at that point. I got a little more. I still got to go. Now I got to wait in line to shit, in line with people who also have to poop. Meanwhile, I was shitting my pants, and I'm like, I feel like I need a fast pass.
Yeah.
I feel I need to shit more than you guys do.
Did you tell people like, hey, yo, I just shit my pants. Let me in.
No, there wasn't too many people ahead of me, but it was like this was like pretty late at
You
night.
just pull down your pants. Look.
But what's even worse is I'm in line. Some guy comes up next to me and he's like, "Yo, bro, I've seen your videos on Facebook," and he's talking to me. Little does he know I've shit in my pants.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Yeah," and I'm being short with him. You know, have you seen Dumb and Dumber?
Of course.
When Jeff Daniels getting the girl's number and his legs on fire.
Yeah.
It was kind of like that scene where I was like, "Yeah, for sure. It was great. It was great to meet you, man. Hey, cool. I'm gonna just like."
Just give me the fucking number.
Yeah, he probably exactly. I was like that, but was shit my pants. He probably thought I was tweaking, to be honest.
Nice.
Because I was just like, yeah, okay, for sure. It was great meeting you. Got it. And then I go in there and I had boxers in my shorts. I just threw the boxers away. Did my fucking blew up the bathroom. Good noises, all of that.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Like a fucking 4-stroke, just drowning in an ocean. And then I threw it away. And what's funny is there's another pair of boxers in the trash can next to me. So whoever else shit their pants that night, shout out to you.
What year was this?
This was last year.
Oh, yes, those were mine.
Yeah, this was.
I've thrown so many underwear away.
But dude,
I leave it shit stain up for the
But like,
world to
I
see.
left the group I was with urgently. We were all sitting in a tent. And we were drinking a little bit, hanging out, and I left very quickly. I was like, I gotta go. And then I just like you would think that like I knew a bomb was about to hit the world. Like I dipped.
Yeah.
And then I walked back casually, and they're like, "Where'd you go?" I was like, "Just had to."
It's just,
Finish it.
this is a movie. One of the movies.
Yeah, so that's my shit my pants story, and my stomach was in so much pain the whole week because I forgot stomach medicine.
Nice. One of the movies. Saw Lost in Translation. Bill Murray. Good flick. Check it out. Scarlett Johansson. Yeah, I remember you had to return your food at Swingers, and all of us were like, Diva. No, because he ordered gluten free. No, but you.
I have.
I remember.
To, not by
No,
choice.
you were
It
super.
fucking sucks.
You could tell it was real. Be like, because he was like, oh fuck. He's like, I need gluten free or it's gonna ruin me. You know, some
Dude,
people
it's-
really are. He's the real one. He's not he's not the little lapdog in a purse kind of.
No, I
gluten-free.
don't want to do this. Eating with my friends is the worst thing ever, especially on the road.
Yeah.
It's like you and 2 other comics, and everybody's like, "I'll get a fucking burger, I'll get a split," and I'm like, "Can I get it without buns?" And they're like, "Yeah." What's fun? Even at the show we did recently, she's like, "What do you want to get? The outside one?" I was like, "I'm sorry, I can't eat bread. I'm on a weird diet." And I was like, "Let me just get French fries." She's like, "You're on a diet, but you can eat French fries." It's like, listen, lady, I don't
Just let
fucking know. I can't eat bread.
Yeah.
French fries is potatoes. I'm good. But like, it sucks because everybody thinks you're
Just
coming.
put it in the fucking order.
Yeah, everybody
Give me
thinks you're
my
coming
fries.
from that angle of like, oh, Los Angeles gluten free. But like, I remember I'm trying to do a bit on it and just how it's like I didn't pick this life. It kind of just popped up the last 2 years, and I said in Oklahoma I was gluten free, and I got booed.
Yeah, it's not gonna work in
Yeah,
those
I was like,
states.
it's like booing a fucking diabetic kid. It's a condition I don't pick, you know.
Yeah.
But that just goes to
because
show
there's so
dudes.
many frou-frou motherfuckers that don't really have it that
Right.
make motherfuckers that do have it
Yeah.
seem like an asshole.
I
You're
wish
like,
there was like a different code for me that wasn't like in that.
you're like, oh, well, shit on the floor right now to prove it. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, literally.
Fuck you.
Literally.
EDC was nothing compared to this.
Fucking
That
splashed on
was
the
a
front
good
row.
act out, man. That was a quack spray to Oklahoma.
I liked it.
I love you, Oklahoma. Well, anything else? Any questions?
No, I'm glad. I don't think I've ever told that story. I'm glad I got it off my chest,
Thank
got it
you,
out my
man.
ass, got
Appreciate
it out
it.
everywhere.
That's what we do here. We get the poop stories. Originally, when I thought of this podcast, I was going to be 100% poop stories. And then I was like, it's going to be short, episodes. It was the 12-minute
Yeah,
podcast.
I mean, depending on your guest, it could be really long or it could be really short. Some people would be like, "Oh, I'll tell you about this burrito I ate 2 days ago," and then some people are just like, "Ha, I don't."
I hate it when they don't have shit
Or
stories.
some
I'm
people
like,
are just like, "I don't." Yeah, I'm sorry, I don't really have anything.
back to Nick Swartzen, the who farted. I mean, come on, dude. Like that shit. I love just silly shit. And then Brian Hussein, the fartist, his fart, the rotten egg one, where Christian Slater walked into it and goes, "What the fuck?" It's
Oh,
so
really?
funny. I think about that like every 3 months, and I just laugh. That shit. Come on, guys. You lay a rotten egg fart in the grocery store. You see somebody walk into it. It's the funniest shit. I get off on it. It's so enjoyable.
It's great times.
I guess that's it.
Hell yeah, dude.
We should end on something else. Hang on. Let me think of something funny.
Oh, do you ever buy those fart bombs as a kid? The
Oh my
glass
God,
ones?
are you kidding? I had
Those
them
are potent.
always. Those were awful.
You could break one in the corner of the room, the whole class was
I
fart.
had fart bombs in the little square silver pouch. with
Oh, the ones you would pop and those would
pop.
explode. Those
I
were
had
good.
stink bombs in the
Stink
glass
bombs,
vial.
The glass ones are good.
I had a fart spray, which is by far the worst one that no one really knew about. That one we go around spraying teachers' chairs and asses because they smell like
Oh, God.
poop. Just
Those
kidding.
you got to get
Sure.
close.
Yeah.
But the bomb ones you could toss. I remember those little silver pack ones. They would like fizzle up and then.
Yeah. One of my buddies I used to party with, his uncle was crazy fuck. Uncle Phil, and he used to always drink and drive us around, and he have a red cup. He's like, you see,
Every uncle loves to drink and drive. I'll tell you what.
he's like, you got to keep it in it like a cup, like just a house cup. We're 15. He's teaching us to drink and drive. He had it between. He's like, you keep it down here, and then you drink it, while you're driving, not at the red lights. And I was like, that seems backwards. Anyways, we popped one, and we said, here, Uncle Phil, it's like it's a puzzle, look, and he's looking at it,
It
and-
exploded in his face.
yeah, and it
Oh,
was a
God.
defective one too, and we're like, oh no, and it like swelled up, but it wasn't popping.
Oh, I hated
And we're
that.
like, no, you gotta squeeze it. And he's like, I'm trying to, and he squeezed it, and he's like, oh, I get it, you little motherfucker. Then he started chasing us with like a chair, and we just ran and left the house. It was awesome, man. He would have killed us.
Oh, yeah. Most alcoholics would.
Yeah, but we had it coming. We were little shits, and then I think we rolled a tire down the hill, and it hit a car. Just kidding. Anyways, I'm sober now, guys. All right.
Hey, it's all that matters.
I got a crystal knife. I'm a changed man.
Changed
And,
man.
Uncle Phil. I don't know. Well, he's dead now, so that's all right. I can name him. Oh, this is a weird ending.
Yeah.
I don't know if my homie wants to shout him out, but I'll give him credit or I won't. But he's one of my best friends I grew up with. And we used to party. And that's just what happens. Sometimes you throw fart bombs at Uncle Phil, and he chases you out the house for your life. But we got away. We did it. Good luck with that pink eye, Uncle Phil. See you in hell. All right. Anyways, this has been Trevor Wallace. That was the weirdest
Yeah.
ending, I'm pretty sure, for sure.
I like it.
And funny as fuck. Check him out. You probably already know him, but there he is. Check out his stand-up. He's a funny as fuck comic if you only know him from his sketches.
Thank you, sir.
He's on the road all the time. We'll tag you in it. This comes out tomorrow, so
Oh, shit.
you got. Promote. You probably sold out. This fool sells out. That's the shit.
I just opened one that's the 24th through the 26th in December. That's at Hilarities in Cleveland, Ohio.
Nice.
So if
There
you got
go.
some Ohio peeps, hit me up. September
Ohio.
24th, 26th.
gluten
Hilarities.
free coming at ya.
Yeah, don't give me fucking bread. I'll shit out of my toes.
And that's it, man. That's community service pod, homie. Thanks for doing it. And that's it. I'm gonna turn on this AC.
Yeah, it's a great idea.
Fucking Jesus.
Fuck
Thank
yeah.
you. I love you all. Peace. Hello. We have ads that aren't paying me. Just kidding. Yes, they are. Comedy Showcase app is a new app me and my buddy started, and his brother-in-law, and I forget his name, I think it's Andrew, Mark Acomb. And anyways, it's stand-up clips, up-and-comer stand-ups, no famous fucks, and the app, the subscription that you pay goes to the comics. It goes to paying the comics money and producing content specials. The world's kind of shut down, and also the app's not making that much money. but that's the goal, to pay the fucking artists. That's the whole goal while they're in complete control and own all of their material. So that's awesome. And also, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Stickers Supreme. Thank you for the Loosey Goosey stickers. That now is on my t-shirt. That's my handwriting. If y'all didn't know, you know now. And then the Driving on Mushrooms Park Ranger fucking Stickers Supreme. They're dope. And that's it. Thank you guys so much for supporting me and Community Service Podcast. Now I'm going to go rub my crystal knife. I'll see you later. Peace.